Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be great.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement. Yeah, there's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience. Yeah, in this life, I wanna be soaring to feel sun inside when it's pouring, and I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah.
Hello everybody, and welcome in. It's Sunday. How is everybody's weekend been so far? Got something a little bit different for you guys, and gals, and boys, and girls out there today. A new league being featured here at GT45 Gaming. So, I would like to start off by saying, welcome to Season 3 of the Wheelspin Racing Porsche Cup, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the best, if not the best, Porsche Cup series on Gran Turismo 7. It's an absolute privilege and honor to be here today to be the host. So let's break it down. We're at Spa. On the screen in front of you is a little bit of a loop of the track that we're going to be racing on here today, and we're going to break down the format for everybody. So let's get into it. The car, the Porsche 911 RSR 2017 GT3. Qualifying is 10 minutes. The feature race will be 30 minutes, roughly approximately. Here at Spa, it's going to be a 13-lap feature, followed by a 7-lap sprint race, and it's going to be the top 10 reverse grid based off finishing result of the feature race. BOP is on with no tuning. Slipstream is real. Damage is heavy. 70 liters these guys will start off with when they come out. No fuel in qualifying. Flag rules are off. And the only thing allowed by the looks of it is racing line and ABS. Weather is random. 5 times multiplier. Qualifying and feature race will be one lobby, and then we'll see a reset in between that and the sprint. So of course the host can set the lobby manually. The drivers are allowed to use softs, mediums, inters, and wets if necessary. Of course the weather can get a little spicy, we've seen here on Gran Turismo 7. Tire wear is 5 times. Fuel consumption is 1. It's a standing start, false start check. No tire wear during the sprint race. Fuel consumption is 1 times, and it is a standing start with grid start check as well. So that's the base of the series here. Now, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little bit of a noob. Hey, how's it going on? How we doing over there on YouTube? Welcome in, everybody. We're a little bit of a noob here. So, We're just kind of getting into the routine. This is my first broadcast with WSR Porsche Cup, so we're here with the Pro-Am division. This is split 2, ladies and gentlemen, so do not let the name Pro-Am fool you. We have seen in so many other broadcasts here in GT45 Gaming and so many other respectable leagues, the Pro-Am division is no joke, even if it's a third or fourth split division. This is a second split Pro-Am division, so we are going to see some fast racers out here today. And this Porsche on Spa, it's just a dream. It's just meant to be. So we're going to see some, what I suspect to be extremely close, fast, tight racing throughout the field. 15 drivers are registered for the series. Let's see how many make it in here tonight. We're not going to flip you over just yet, ladies and gentlemen. We're just kind of going through. We're making sure everything's working. We're making sure we kind of know what's going on. So let's talk about the track a little bit, shall we? Spa, ladies and gentlemen. Track map provided by, again, Miss Devious, one of our great administrators here at GT45 Gaming. We appreciate the track map here. Let's take a look. Let's talk us through. So let's take a little walk around Spa here for a minute. Length of the track is 4.5 miles, 7 kilometers long. It has 20 left and right hand turns. It is a tarmac surface. It is a world circuit, which means they still use it even currently today. It actually just went through a little bit of a facelift through our Rouge and L'Ardillon. We got elevation change of 341 feet. First time online, huh? For sure. Not first time online, just first time broadcasting for these guys. All right, so at the bottom left-hand side of the track map, ladies and gentlemen, you can see towards the track key there's a little point, and you go just a little bit right, you'll see the blue dot with the arrow. We're moving towards the track key. That is the start finish line here at Spa. It takes us into La Source, turn 1, very tight corner. Get a good run out of there. That gets you started for the long straightaway up into Rouge and L'Ardillon, taking you all the way up into through the Camel Straight right on top of your map, ladies and gentlemen. That takes us into Lacombe. It's a mid-speed chicane sector. You come out of that onto a short little straightaway. Now moving towards the right-hand side of our track map, ladies and gentlemen, to number 4 on the screen into Brussels. That is a very good, long, drawn-out hairpin corner. It's a very long corner. It seems like it takes forever. From there, you come out of a little kink to the left, nice down and a little straightaway. You come into, I believe that says Poulon. I think that's Poulon. And then it takes us into Campus, and that's just another little chicane sector. Again, another mid-speed, which sets us up into a double sweeper. And that is Stave Lot, of course. And then we go through the big long straight into Blochemont and into that, of course, ever so darly undulating, uphill, twisting chicane to take us back to the start-finish line. So just a little bit about what we have from Spa here. So we do have a lobby reset happening, ladies and gentlemen, which tells me it is almost time to get racing. Well, we are underway, so all right, we are right on schedule. That is what we like to see. So we start with 10 minutes of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. No tire wear, no fuel. It's go time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's flip you over to the big screen and let's take a look. All right. Let me know how everything sounds. If something isn't working, please don't hesitate to let me know. This is untested audio-wise. Just didn't have time, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. We're doing it live. Just doing a really quick check here. Now, this is the outlap and qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get a little familiar with our drivers on track here and try to familiarize ourselves with what we're expecting to see here tonight from these drivers on track here as well. It looks like everything's been holding up okay. Alright, I got my reserves today, John. Bear with me, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go through the grid. Let's get some information up for everybody. We're going to bring that. We're going to get rid of that. And we're going to get that. And let's get up to the first driver here. So, J.M. Dunny here in the way, or sorry, in first currently here on track. We need the first driver here. Let's get it. There we go. Timing line is not very effective here in GT7 sometimes. Alright, so once we get across the start-finish line here, it's going to sort itself out. So we got currently 12 of our 15 drivers on the racetrack. Guilty coming in with that share. My guy, how are you doing? Much love, appreciate that. Let's go. So again, welcome in. This is presented by WSR Porsche Cup, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Season 3 Round 1 at Spa, and we're going to start ourselves here with 10 minutes qualifying in our Pro-Am lobby, aka Split 2, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, rock and roll. So we are on with the lead driver. He is the first driver out of the pit lane here in qualifying, and these are just on their out lap. So qualifying starts when this driver crosses the start-finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect, by the way. Appreciate you, Onk. Awesome. Appreciate you, Larry. Quick like a share. Finally got my text back. Alright, sounds good, Kilty. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. First place driver is, well, we're going to call him Nick. Nick it is. And here we go. Qualifying time, ladies and gentlemen, as we are on a hot lap here around the Spa. So here we go. We come into La Source, a very, very tight corner here. You're trying to take it out sweeping, get on the power, and then big, long run here. So we're just going to take it over to the right side, almost scraping this wall here. You're just kind of cruising. This takes us into Rouge, and then right into La Dion. You want to get this right, you get this wrong, it can be devastating for your race, and this takes us up to the Camel Straight. Oh, the Camel Straight. Big, long, straight run here, slipstream, slingshot, and gauge style moves. Very good here. Good passing opportunities as we come up here. We can come in on the brakes at about the curbing here, and as we come into the S's, take it out nice and clean, nice and smooth driving here from our driver right now. Catch a little bit of curbing as early on the power as you can. And then that takes us into the next corner. I already forgot the corner names, Chad. I'm so sorry. We'll get with it today. All right, so here we go. Long sweeping corner. And then there's a little kink to the left. And then we're going to get a big run here again. Nice long little straightaway. And then we got a really high speed, double apex, long sweeping hairpin corner here again. And I just forgot the corner names. What is going on here? The WSL Porsche Cup action, Mr. Paymay, is what is going on here. Season 3, Round 1, live right now. So, qualifying just got underway. We're on our official lap here. We're coming through our second set of S's here. And Spa has a very technical inside part of the racetrack, followed up by some very good high-speed sectors on the outside, leading edge parts of the track. So we're getting 2/3 of the way through our track here. You're going to really pin on it here. You don't want to float wide. You want to stay out on the inside of the track. You get out to that artificial green on the outside. It starts to pull your car in. You get out to that dirty stuff over there. It could be bad news. Move it over to the right side, and you're just going to turn this in and try to catch this curb just barely and just let it flow it out. And that takes us into the S's, ladies and gentlemen. Let's let our TV crew take over the action here as we've got Nick coming around right now. Let's see what he's got. Looks like a pretty good time here as he comes up out of the final S's. A 2:16 flat, ladies and gentlemen. Ted Track Racing coming around here right now, and it's going to be a 2:15 pole for him. He's going to lose pole to OG Stefan. Keytop's coming through. He's going to take second place here. Let's get to Jodo. Let's see what Jodo's got here. That's going to put him up into P3. We got SRT coming through. He's going to stay in 7th. We got Collard coming through. That's going to put him up into P2. Darsh Prince going to stay in 9th place. Fubar Philanthropist. What does that say? Philantis coming through here in 10th. Let's see where he goes into 8th place. We got Lead coming through here in 11th. Let's see what he's got as he's coming around. He's just coming up into this final chicane right now, and then we'll have F1 Dennis, who's a little bit behind these guys here on this first lap. Some nice clean air to run in here, not necessarily a bad thing. And he's a little bit off the pace of the front guys here as he comes across. Going to be good for 9th place currently. Let's jump to our 12th place driver in the final one. Put the first lap of qualifying in for himself here. Let's see what he's got when he comes around. Right now, OG Stefan sitting in pole position, but we're going to see a couple more laps out of these drivers yet before qualifying is over. It's 10 minutes, so we'll probably see about 4 laps here, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, this is going to be tight. Let's go check those timing splits here as soon as Dennis comes across the finish line here, and then we'll go try and jump back on with our lead driver here as he's about midway through the racetrack right now. And this chicane is no joke in this Porsche. It's very spicy. So these drivers doing a great job here. Now it's going to be good enough for P2. So, whoo, coming in late, but coming in strong. And here we go. Let's go check out this time. Right now, our pole sitter is half a tenth over F1 Dennis. He's got 2/10 over Collard. Collard is 4/100ths over Keytops. Who's 4/10 over Jodo. Jodo is 3/10 over Dunny here. Dunny is 3/10 over Ted Trax Racing, who's 4/100ths over Nick. We got Philantis here is having a little bit of a situation there in qualifying. And I believe that would constitute a caution flag, I suppose, ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't there? Is no flagging rules here turned on in the series, and everything is done via the chat while these gentlemen are racing, so they do have race control live while these guys are going on, controlling things here. So we got a lot to learn as we're broadcasting here too over the next coming couple broadcasts here, but I am definitely looking forward to this. It looks like it's going to be some good racing. Once we get into the race pace here, it's going to be interesting. So Nick coming in P5 there, and there we go. Collar's going to be next one through. That's going to be good enough for P2 for him. We got Keytops coming through right now. Let's see what he's got. He's 8/10 of a second off pole position right now, and not the best lap for Keytops there. It looks like we got Jodo just coming through there. That's going to be a P6. He doesn't really gain any position there. We got Dunny coming through. He's already coming through the source there. We're coming up in the Radiano Rouge. Ted Trax Racing's got a half-second penalty there. That is going to be absolutely killer to that lap. Philantis here in 11th, and we got Lead here coming in 12th. Let's see what he's got as he comes around. He's a little bit off that pace here right now. Currently, he gains the improvement, but still not enough there to move up that list. Welcome in, everybody. I see you all. We'll get to everybody when we have an opportunity here. But we see you, we thank you, we appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and follow or subscribe if you are not already. We appreciate all the extra support here at GT45 Gaming and WSR Porsche Cup. All right, Stefan's still holding pole position here. It was almost 6/10, now down to 4/10 here over Collard here in second place. He's got 2/10 over 1.5 Let me go correct myself here over Dennis, and then Dennis comes in, doesn't improve there. So we got Keytop still sitting in 4th. We got Nick here in 5th. We've seen him improve last time around by a solid 2nd there. We got Jodo here in 6th, and he's looking for an improvement this time around. Dunny as well. I believe he's on an outlap there. We got SRT at 2:15.7 from him, so some really fast times here from these drivers. This is going to be fast racing here, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even get around this racetrack that fast, so I tip my hat to these gentlemen on the racetrack. Let's go, Comms Night. Good luck, racers, says Jakey. Hey, appreciate you. We see those comments out there. We appreciate y'all. F1 Dennis here in 3rd place, Key in 4th. Let's see what Dennis has here. Where is Dennis? He is getting about there. Let's try to find somebody who's getting near that start-finish line, shall we? There we go. Got a nice little group coming up here with SRT, and he's got a whole little pack there. He's mixed in. Go Stefan. Hey, we love to see the fans coming in. What's happening? Hey, WSR Porsche Cup Season 3 Round 1 is what's happening, folks, and let's get to it. SRT coming in with a 4th place run there on that lap at 2:14.9, so that was a good lap from him. That's going to knock Keytops down to 5th. Let's see if he can respond this time around. He didn't have the great lap 2nd time around. Let's see how this lap is here. Getting a pretty decent little exit or a little wiggle. It's going to cost him a little bit here. It's going to be a 2:15, not an improvement. Let's see where Nick is here. Nick is in the S's. We got some gentlemen coming. We just got one coming through. All right, we're looking for the next one. There we go. We got Philantis coming through here. He's not going to get the improvement. Ooh, we got Lead getting it all kinds of spicy coming around the corner there. Let's see what he's got as he comes through in 12th place. And it's going to be an improvement, but still sitting in 12th place, gaining half a second there. And 2:13.7 right now is the mark here in qualifying. And this is the final lap here at qualifying. This man is flying, folks. Wow, whew, that's an incredible lap right there. We got Collard here in P2. We've got Dennis in P3, and this is getting close. He has a 2nd on the rest of the field currently, but Collard's only a 10th.5 ahead of Dennis, and it's a 10th.5 from him to SRT. It's less than a 10th.5 to him and Key. It's less than a 10th to him and Nick. It's 2/10 from him to Jodo, 2/10 from him to Dunny, 2/10 from him to Prince. There's 1 and less than 2/10 there from him to Ted Trax, and then there's a little bit of a gap in the back part there, but oh boy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see some of the drivers just getting out of the way here. Giving way to the drivers that are, of course, currently on their hot laps. And this is going to be our next driver to come across here. It's going to be Nick. So let's stick with Nick here as he's coming around. We have, looks like it'd be about half a dozen drivers still currently on a hot lap here to finish out qualifying. So currently still is Stefan leading the way here, and with an incredibly quick lap here around Spa as well, ladies and gentlemen. That was a blazer. Wow, that's all I got to say. The booth is going to be on fire tonight. Hope you're ready at home, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and there's a 4th place here from Nick right under the wire. He squeezes that time in, and that's going to put him a 4th on the grid, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. It's Stefan in pole position with a 2:13.7. Collard here in 2nd. We got Dennis in 3rd. Nick in 4th. SRT 302 in 5th. We got Keytops in 6th. We've got Giotto in 7th. We've got Jim Dunny in 8th place. We've got Darth Prince in 9th, Ted Trax Racing in 10th. We've got Phalantis in 11th, and we've got Lead rounding out our field here in 12th, missing 3 of our drivers here today, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, that's the way it goes. That was some racing. Are you guys ready? It's time to go. We ain't messing around here, ladies and gentlemen. It is race time. All right, here we go. 13 laps is our feature race here, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get ready. Kick them tires, light them fires, let's go racing. It is time. Season 3, Round 1 starts now. And is led by Stefan sitting in pole position. Here we go. 5 reds, and we are green, we are green, we are green, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, and boy, oh boy, this is going to be spicy. We got 3 wide, we got 4, 5 wide coming into Lesaurus here for the first time around, and it's going to be Stefan getting a clean hole shot run here, and he is up down the road. 2 cars going a little bit wide over here, and being very, very cautious here very early on in the race. Again, no flags in play here. This is all done by live race control, ladies and gentlemen. So everything is happening behind the scenes here with these drivers right now. First run of the season, everybody's going to be feeling each other out, and it's the first time up. L'Ardillon, Rouge, and into the Camel Straight. So here we go. Stefan leading the way, Collard very close behind. We got a battle for 2nd and 3rd place, or for 3rd and 4th place between Dennis and SRT. Dennis looking up the inside, looking to get P3 back here. We're going to go 3 wide coming into the S's. One's going to get pushed out a little bit wide there. He's got to be careful on that rejoin. He settles back in. F1 Dennis still in 4th, Nick up into 5th, and we got one Porsche getting it all kinds of spicy here. And oh boy, he's still managing to keep it together. And look at this mid-pack. They are side by side as we're coming in through the long 180. This is the longest corner in Gran Turismo 7 right here, ladies and gentlemen. It sure feels like a Ted Trax Racing just chilling right here, right now, sitting in 12th place. So here we go. Stefan got a great start to the race here. Ooh, a little bump in the old spite in the lobby there. And it is go time. Lap 1 of 13, led by our pole sitter, Stefan. It is Collard here in 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen. And he was sitting there trying to catch the leader in qualifying, but he is quickly losing time already to our leader. SRT is closing in fast here in P3. Got a little tiny gap here, 0.8 of a second from F1 Dennis. Not quite getting the slipstream broke. Nick closing in there in 5th place as well. And we got some great racing happening here in our WSR Season 3 Round 1 at Spa. This is our feature race, and it is Darth Prince here now in 6th. We got Phalantis all the way up at a P7, so the big mover right now is Phalantis coming all the way from P11 up to P8, but he is in a battle with Keytops right now for position, and lead, I believe it is, for position. And there we go, position made. I'm all confused. Keytops getting the job done there. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. So it is Keytops now P7. Phalantis here in P8 settling in as we're coming through the chicane. Ooh, looked like a little bit of contact there, maybe potentially between Giotto and Lead. And we got 4 cars coming through the chicane. Oh, and we got 1 car facing the wrong direction. That looks like it is Ted Trax Racing, ladies and gentlemen. He is not in the right direction here. He's trying to get that car around, and that has just been a rough start there for Ted Trax Racing. A lap 2 of 13 underway. Stefan coming into Rouge and L'Ardillon. We got SRT followed very closely behind Collard. He got the move done going into Lesaurus, and it is battle on up through L'Ardillon and Rouge up into the Camel Straight, and here we go. We got traffic coming up in behind, looking for that slipstream. This is going to very quickly close up here as we come into the first set of S's, and we are side by side for 2nd and 3rd place between SRT and Collard, and here we go again. battle on. Lap 2, and the leader is just loving this right now as these guys are battling it out. It's just giving him more time to run away from the pack. And hanging it on the outside right now is SRT, and he's going to get the job done. He's going to defend P2-4 now from Collard, and now it allows F1 Dennis to get into the mix here. He is nose to tail, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all right there as we're coming into the hairpin. Nick right there now in 5th place, and Dark Prince looking to close up here in 6th. Keytop starting to try and make his way back up to this battling pack as well. The more they battle, the more cars that collect in the train. Phalantis in 8th, got a little bit of a gap here, lead in 9th, chasing. We've got Jay Dunny in a battle right now, and he's going to get taken there by Jodo. God dropped down to P11, and Ted Trax Racing back on the move here in P12. We missed our little caution flag, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. We got Stefan here in 1st place, and the race is continuing on here currently. We've got SRT in 2nd. We've got Collard here in 3rd. We've got F1 Dennis in 4th place with Nick in 5th. We've got Dark Prince in 6th, and he's going to have to serve that penalty. Keytop should grab that position from him here as we get close. Let's jump on board with Keytop's our 7th place driver here, as that penalty is going to be served here by our 6th place driver. Look how quickly that just dips out. A little bit of grass there too, not going to help the cause any as we're coming into a very high speed corner, and easily going to gain 0.6 of a second here on that Porsche. So about a second loss there for that half-second penalty from Darth Prince, and Keytop's going to move himself up into 6th place position. And a great battle happening here up in front of him between 5th, 4th, and 3rd place caller Dennis and Nick here. So here we go. And it's going to be side by side as we come into the source. It's going to be defense by Dennis here, as Nick is going to have to hang it out on the outside if he wants to get the job done. Can he do it? He's just going to settle back in line, look for the cutback. Ooh, he gets a little wiggle from the driver in front. This could be his opportunity here as we get into the run towards the Rouge. No, he's going to settle in, stay in 5th place as we go up through this very, very difficult sector here. Not the best passing moment. A lot of drivers just settle in line here as we come up through this very high-speed sector. It's undulating. It's a very, very deceiving and very difficult sector. Our route's already on. That takes us up in Kemmel Straight. This is the more better place to see a move, and this is what we're seeing here as we're going to see Nick move up the inside of Dennis here, coming into the first set of S's. So here we go. Side by side, Kenny hanging on the outside to get the position. No, it's going to be job done by Nick, and it's now P4 position here by Nick. And Dennis moving down into 5th place here. Keytop sitting, all right, boys, I'm in on this fight now. My turn here, sitting in 6th place. We've got Darth Prince in 7th. Phalantis starting to gain. He's starting to catch that pack. Lead in 8th. We've got Jodo in 10th, sorry. Jay Dunny right here, he's right on the back of them as well. And then Ted Trax there, we see he got spun around facing the wrong direction there, coming out of the final S's on I believe it was lap 2, and just not having the best of days here today is Ted Trax Racing right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. We're going to keep it going. We got Stefan in P1. We've got SRT in P2, starting to develop a gap here on Collard, but there is still a very healthy battle between 4th and 5th place Nick and Dennis here right now currently. And boy, aren't these Porsches looking good on the racetrack today, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, big round of applause to all the paint guys. They make these cars look so great on the racetrack week in and week out. We got Dennis here in P5 as well. We got Keytops in 6th place. We got Darth Prince here in 7th. And boy, he is really closing in. You can see those that grill growling as he's trying to catch up there, starting to grit those teeth. We got Phalantis here at 8th. We've got Lead in 9th, and he's seeing some pressure from Jodo here again. So are we going to see a position battle here from our 9th to 10th place drivers as we're moving up in towards the final chicane? Let's see what happens here. Let's see if one defends and one attacks. Let's see if they play nice. We're going to see, oh, and a nice little switcheroo coming into the chicane here. And Jodo looking for the position. He's going to slot himself up into 9th place, and that was a great pass there by Jodo in the blue Porsche. So moving up into 9th place. Lead's going to drop it down to P10. Jake Dundy's going to move up into this battle a little closer. And Ted Trax Racing starting to gain time already. It was 22, now it's 10. So it is Stefan, 6 seconds up the road as he comes up already on into the Kemmel Straight right now, and he has got it on easy street. Just needs to keep it quick, needs to keep it right and tight, and needs to keep it around every corner, and he should be able to give himself a nice little juicy future win here maybe. SRT in 2nd place here, and he's looking healthy. He's building a nice 3.5 second gap here on 3rd place driver Nick. So Nick now really quickly working his way up the field here, and he has got 2 guys still battling back there with Dennis and Collard. So Collard moving downwards a little bit, moving in the wrong direction here currently, but still in the fight. So here we go, Dennis in 4th place, and boy, has this guy been locked in some battles here all throughout this race so far. Collard in 5th place. This is a spicy little area of the racetrack right now with these drivers. We got Keytops in 6th place. We got a 4-way battle right now. Darth Prince just in behind, waiting for that next straightaway to get himself tied right back into that group. We got Flandis and Jodo there, and Jodo's now tracking the 8th place driver down. This man is on the move. We got Lead here in 10th place. We got Dunny right there in 11th, and Ted Trax is just a few seconds behind, still working on getting some time here. So Stefan, no problem, chilling, cruising, having a good time. SRT, a little bit of good healthy battling, got himself in a good spot, trying to chase down that driver up in front, trying to maintain the gap, doing a good job. 3rd place driver Nick under a lot more pressure here from this group in behind with Dennis, Collard, Keytops, Darth Prince, and another pack closing in very quickly just in behind. So this is what it looks like in behind our 3rd place driver currently right now on lap 4 of 13, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, these drivers are absolutely ripping right now around this racetrack. Fastest lap on the racetrack belonging to Stefan with a 2:14.255. Whew, boys are flying today. Down to our 4th place driver as he's trying to lock it in on this 3rd place driver. They can see SRT up ahead there. As we're coming through, you can see how difficult it is. You really got to manage your throttle control. You got to keep the car shifting just right in through that sector. Here's a 2:16.1 here from our 4th place driver Dennis. He's starting to open up a little bit of a gap here on our 5th place driver Collard. Chasing coming into the source as we come out. Again, you want to try and get as clean, smooth exit as you can. Get the power down early because you got a nice, very long run into a set of S's here at the end of the Kemmel Straight, at the end of our Rouge already on. So coming into our Rouge here as we're chasing down our 3rd and 4th place driver. Got 2 cars battling in behind here right now as Darth Prince starting to close in on Keytops here. Let's go jump in on that. We also got our 4th and 3rd place driver Nick and Dennis there starting to close up as well. So Calder's kind of in the middle right now. He's just chilling here. He needs to be in that slipstream though, so he needs a really good, tight, clean sector here coming through the first part of Spa Inners here. And this is just a really waving, smooth, high throttle section. We're coming in here at the braking point here just after the curbing. Gonna really get these gears down to get this car to slow down and turn in, maintain that speed coming through, back up into probably 2nd gear there. And then 3rd gear here, back down to 2nd, back up to 3rd for early power as much as possible, and try to just keep that car moving in a forward, nice, steady direction. Here it's really just a lift, and don't overpower it at the wrong time. Take it out as wide as you can without going over the curb. Very important not to go over the curb there, and you can see he's doing a great job of maintaining that gap to the 2 drivers in behind. He's just not quite able to gain quite enough on Dennis and Nick up in front here, but he's doing a really good job managing this here so far. Oh, we wanted TV crew there. All right, so things kind of settled down here just for a minute, but I don't suspect that it is going to last too long here today. We got Ted Trax here in 12th place, and he is just not having a day here today, ladies and gentlemen. Stefan here in P1, and he has now a 5.2 second lead, so the group behind slowly chipping away at this driver here as he comes up through the final chicane for the 5th time here today of 13 attempts. Oh, a little bit of a lag there. All right, here we go as he comes around. It's a 2:16, not his best lap there, so bleeding a little bit of time to SRT, who's going to put in 2:15.7, so about 6/10 of a second faster than the leader the last time around, and then he's got a nice little gap here. Then we just got a great pack. It's a great looking pack right here. We've got Nick in 3rd place. We've got Dennis in 4th place. He got it wrong again on the exit there, and that's going to cost him time here to Collard. Collard might be able to reel him in here by the end of the Kemmel Straight, maybe make a move up into the next set of chicanes. We got Keytops here in 6th. We got Darth in 7th. So, I mean, we see a gap there, but lots of battling will happen here. We still have Jodo chasing him down here in 9th as well. We got Dunny in 10th. We've got Lead coming into pit lane here. Ooh, and Ted getting it all kinds of wrong here. Ted Trax Racing just, again, not having a great start to the day here in Spa, but that's all right. We know those chaps over there are quick racers, and once he locks it in, look out, because he can make up a lot of time in a hurry. But it is Stefan right now leading the way. SRT coming through here as well. He's looking real solid, ladies and gentlemen. Having a great run here currently. Just going to bring up, we're going to talk a little bit more about the racetrack when we get a chance. I just got to get a version I can see better. Just bear with me. Just bringing up a digital cheat sheet, so to speak, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Alright, fourth place driver Dennis here in fourth place. We've got Collard here in fifth. We've got Darth Prince in sixth. So Flantis up into seventh. Now Jodo in eighth. Keytop's down into ninth. So something happening to Keytops there while we're bringing up our little cheat sheet here. We got Jim Dunny in 10th. We've got Lead in 11th. And we've got Ted Trax here. Only 5 seconds in behind here now. So he is very quickly closing in for sure. We're going to see a pit stop from our race leader here now, Stefan. So we're going to start seeing the pit stop sequences happening here. Let's see what SRT does. SRT is going to opt to go around again, so he's going to look for the overcut here as he goes around on lap 7. So first place now belongs to SRT. Dennis is going to come around here in second. Darth Prince is going to come around in third. We got Collard now going to take fourth place over. We got Philantis going to take fifth place. We got Stefan in the pits. We got Nick in the pits. We've got Jodo in the pits. We've got Key in the pits. We've got Dunny in the pits. We've got Lead coming around right now, and we've got Ted Trax coming around just a little bit in behind him. They're 5 seconds closing in quickly here as we're coming into the chicane here. And there we go. You can see Ted Trax just coming into the chicane right before the camera went to go back to Lead here. Lead's going to go around again. Ted Trax coming into pit lane. So here we go. AR now with SRT, our new race leader here. Second leader of the day here in our feature race, ladies and gentlemen. And it is the first lead change of the race as well. So SRT taking us around here now. We're about 15 minutes into this race. So we're at the halfway point of our feature race here, ladies and gentlemen. So from here, what will happen is unofficial results, of course, will get documented, and then they'll reset up into a new lobby. We're going to jump into a 7-lap full-out sprint race, and the only thing these drivers need to worry about is 1 times fuel consumption. So that only means the cars are going to get faster. Got Dennis here in second place, picking up half-second penalty there. Not the best of situations for him, but a little bit of a gap on Darth Prince here in third. We've got Collard in fourth. We've got Philantis in fifth. We've got Stefan here now in sixth after his pit stop. So he had a very good gap. We had Jodo here up into 8th place now. Keytop's in 9th, but Jodo has a penalty. We've got Dunny here in 10th. We've got Lead in 11th. We've got Ted Trax here in 12th. He's made that pit stop. Now let's see what he can do with it, ladies and gentlemen. I suspect he can do some damage with that pit stop once he gets going here. So let's keep going. SRT, is he going to pit? Is he going to stay out is the big question. If I think I know what the strategy is, he's going to pit. Smart driver only going to go 1 extra lap over your competitor, so we got SRT going to come into pit lane. That's going to bring Dennis into pit lane. That's going to bring Prince and Collard also into pit lane. I'm assuming it's going to bring Philantis in. No, Philantis is going to send it again. So he's going to go around. That's going to be P1 as he comes around across the start-finish line. This is our 3rd race leader of the night, ladies and gentlemen, now belonging to Fubar. Philantis won, and chased very closely by Stefan, who is the fastest man on the racetrack with a 214.255 here currently, and getting all kinds of sideways coming out of La Source on that run to Eau Rouge. So here we go. Philantis is going to take it around one more time. Is that going to pay off, or is that going to bite him? We'll have to wait to find out at the end of this race to see what happens. We got SRT already out of pit lane in 3rd place. Nick there in 4th. Dennis in 5th. Dart's going to come out in 6th. We Collard in 7th, and Keytop's in 8th. I suspect we got cars very close to each other right there. So let's jump around. Let's see what's going on. All these drivers are going to be on cold tires. And Nick here in 4th. We got Dennis in 5th. Darth Prince and Collard very close together here in 6th and 7th. Is he going to get a run here coming up the Kemmel Straight into Lacombe? He's just going to sit in behind through Lacombe here. So let's see. Oh, maybe taking a look. Going to eat some of that curb there. He did take a little look there. Maybe had a little overspeed there. Maybe could figure to get a good run, but not quite. He's just going to have to sit in behind Darth Prince here currently. So here we go. We're on into Brussels now. And this is just for what I like to call the forever hairpin corner here at Spa. And they call it Brussels. So yeah, we're just refreshing ourselves with the cheat sheet here. And Collard trying to follow. I'm not sure if he's just trying to get some fresh air in that car right now, or if he's looking for a way around Collard here at the moment. But nice little juicy battle that we see brewing here. I'd hate to leave it, because the moment I leave it is the moment something happens. So we're keeping an eye on that track radar. There is lots happening on the racetrack, so we definitely want to go see what else is happening here. And there we go. Got the inside move here as we're coming in to campus, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just coming out of Pouan here and moving into campus. So here we go. A little S sector here at campus, and that's going to take us into stage lot. And then Paul Frere, ladies and gentlemen, the Paul Frere straight. Can't believe I forgot that. I'm so ashamed. I'm sorry. Alright, Jodo in 8th place. We got Dunny in 9th and Keytops in 10th. So Keytops trying to apply some pressure here to look for a position. We got Lead in 11th. We got Ted Trax here in 12th. Stefan now in the lead of the race with Flantis coming into the pit. So our third lead change of the day, and our third race leader of the day is Stefan. This is the second time now that he has led this race. We should see him take this all the way to the end to see how it goes. 7.8 seconds from SRT in behind in second place. Nick up into third. He's got 2.6 second gap on Dennis in behind here in fourth. We've got Darth Prince in fifth. We've got Collard in sixth. How many spots are we going to see Phalantis lose here? It's a long pit stop here. The spot's going to be just 7th place. Jodo coming just around LaSource, though, in 8th. He's going to have a little bit of more speed here. We got Dunny in 9th with Keytops very close behind there in 10th place. We're going to see a battle there very soon. Got Lead in 11th, and Ted Trax just getting up to that point here right now. So it is our race leader, Stefan, as we come around Brussels right now, ladies and gentlemen. And then that's going to take us into Pouan. Ooh, Spicy coming through there. And he is flying. He is on a mission. This man is looking to assert his dominance very early on in the series here, and looking for the big feature win. So it's pole position here so far currently for Stefan, and coming into the race after qualifying, and looking like he's going to well on his way to bringing home a round 1 win in our feature race here as well. It's going to be SRT here in second. We've got Nick here in third. We've got Dennis in fourth, starting to close in a little tiny bit here. And we got a battle. Here it is. Finally starting to happen. Collard looking to get around Darth Prince here. Currently he has that position, and it is currently now up into 5th place here as we're coming in through I don't even know where. Coming out of Lacombs. We're just coming out of Lacombe. Lacombe, Ghost. Alright, it's Phalantis here in 7th place. We've got Jodo in 8th. We're starting to get these guys spread out just a little bit here. We got Dunny in 9th with Keytops in 10th. So maybe these guys are just playing a little bit of strategy here and deciding when they're going to attack. It is Stefan here, though, in first place here right now as he comes into LaSource. Almost a 9-second gap. We're just seeing SRT coming across that start-finish line in this shot in the camera here right now. So here we go. All right. Second place driver SRT coming into out of LaSource. We got Nick coming into LaSource right now. He's a little more closely followed by our 4th place driver Dennis. 2.5 seconds is that gap. Hasn't really dropped, hasn't really grown. And then we've got Collard and Darth Prince here still nose to tail in 5th and 6th place. So a juicy little battle happening right there. Phalantis going, yeah, come on boys, just a little bit of battling here. Let me catch up a little bit. And he is 4.5 seconds ahead of Jodo. So we got Jim Dunny, pardon me, I apologize, here in 9th place with Keytops chasing in 10th. That gap growing slightly. ETH Lead here in 11th, and Ted Trax Racing just struggling today. Just not the best of days for that gentleman here right now on the track. So when this race is over, don't run away, ladies and gentlemen. There is another one coming. They have the choice between softs and medium tires. They do have to use both compounded tires, so there is a required pit stop in the race. That is on the driver's choice, of course. So the only time that tire rule is negated is if, of course, wet weather comes into play. The weather is on random here in the series, so wet weather could come into play on certain racetracks throughout the season. Spa, of course, being one of those racetracks so far. Mother Nature has been cooperative with our drivers here. Stefan in first place, SRT here in second. We've got Nick in third place, Dennis in fourth. So some drivers started on the softs, some started on the mediums, and now they're on that other compounded tire to finish off the feature race here, Nathan. Collard in 5th place. We got Darth Prince here in 6th. We've got Phalantis here in 7th. We've got Giotto in 8th place. We've got Dunny in 9th. We've got Keytops in 10th. We have Lead in 11th. And Ted Trax here in 12th. Cars looking a little beat up here. Just not having the greatest race here for himself here at round 1. But that's okay. It's a long season. Lots of time to make up. Stefan, definitely the man in charge here right now. 9.3 seconds as we come into the source on lap 11 of 13. 3 laps to go here as our leader goes around the first corner of the racetrack. SRT trying to close in, but it might be a little too late. Might need a mistake from that leader to help that happen a little bit. We got Nick here in 3rd place, 6.8 seconds from the 2nd place driver, SRT. We've got Dennis here in 4th place, and he's very closely followed behind by Collard now. So Collard's gotten around Darth Prince, starting to lose Darth Prince, and he's starting to try and reel in Dennis. 3 laps, can he do it? Collard in 5th, we got Darth in 6th, we've got Phalantis here in 7th, and he's kind of in no man's land here right now. Jodo, much of the same thing here in 8th place. We got Jim Dunny, I apologize again, here in 9th. It's a bit of a tongue twister apparently. Keytops here in 10th. That's gaps about consistent right now, 1.3 seconds. We got Lead in 11th here as he just comes out of the source. And we got Ted Trax here just heading up towards the chicane here right now. So it is Stefan leading the way here, and not too much immediately happening here right at the moment. So let's just stick with our race leader. Let's jump on board here as we're about midway through the racetrack, a little over midway through the racetrack here at this point, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. And let's sit on board with our race leader here just for a few more moments. And as we're coming through campus here, we're going to head into Stave Lot. And that takes us out to the Paul Frere Straight. So not really a full straightaway in a sense, but it is a full speed sector. So here we go. Stefan well underway here as we're now into the Paul Frere straight here, of course. Curve, Paul Frere curve, I guess, is kind of more accurate as we head into Blois-Chaumont. There we go. Just comes to Blois-Chaumont right there. And then, of course, the chicane. And definitely a difficult corner here in the mid-rear engine cars, such as this Porsche 911 RSR 2017 model, of course, but you can see very well handled here by our leader. And we'll take a little look around about that point. And we're keeping our eye on that track map up in the top right hand side of the corner there. We're seeing what's happening back there. We do see the 4th and 5th place driver maybe looking like they're starting to close up a little bit here, so we'll stick with our leader here as he comes into En Rouge and L'Orient and up to Kemmel Straight into Lacombe, and then we'll head back down through the field and see what we see if we have any juicy battles developing before at the end of this race here. So we're just keeping an eye on where our leader is here on the map, so we don't miss our leader coming across the start finish line when the time comes. So we only have 1.5 laps remaining as we come into Lacombe here right now. And a fairly mid-speed set of S's. You're just kind of letting this car do its thing. The Porsche loves this racetrack. It is designed for this racetrack. And there we go. It's a great lap there by Stefan, essentially. A little bit of a backwards lap. Not quite a full circuit lap in order, but SRT here in second, 10.3 seconds behind. He's got 6.6 second gap on our 3rd place driver, Nick. 4th place driver Dennis, and Collard is closing in. It's 1 second into the gap. He's just out of that slipstream range here currently. We got Darth here in 6th. Phalantis here in 7th. We've got Jodo in 8th. We've got Dunny in 9th. Keytops closing in a little bit here in 10th. Lead in 11th. The Ted Trax here in 12th. So let's get to this right here. Let's go with Dennis and let's get on Collard here as we're heading towards our final lap here, ladies and gentlemen, of our feature event here in Season 3 Round 1 of the WSR Porsche Cup. So welcome in if you're just tuning in. We appreciate y'all. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming, and I hope we've all enjoyed the show. We do see you out there. We appreciate all those reactions, and we'll catch up when we have a chance. So it is Dennis trying to hold off Collard right now, and the charge is on. This is the closest battle we have on the racetrack as we're heading towards the end of this feature race. We're going to have 1 to go the next time these guys cross that start-finish line, as our race leader is currently heading into the chicane right now. So our race leader is going to be starting his final lap here in just a couple moments' time. and he's just gone around right now. So there we go, final lap for our race leader here. SRT in second, Nick is just up there in third, so these drivers can see him up there. So this is very quickly becoming a three-way battle. So these drivers have been doing a great job of kind of pushing each other, working together maybe a little bit to catch up to that second place driver. And we're going to have a really spicy battle here for our podium, I think, before the end of this race, ladies and gentlemen. And it is time to rock and roll on our final lap of the race here. So SRT's in second. The battle right now is for podium. And here we go. Got an inside move from Collard on Dennis. Is he going to make it stick? No, Dennis gets a good run out of La Source there, and he is going to lead the charge up in the third place here. Fourth place here, heading into Rouge up into La Radion, and these guys were closing in on that third place driver. They could have just been a little more patient. They could have made that maybe a three-way battle for podium, but these two are going to fight it out right here, right now, for fourth and fifth place. So let's see what happens. We're keeping an eye on that race leader right now, ladies and gentlemen. But we have a healthy battle coming into Lacombe side by side as we're coming up the end of the Kemmel Straight. And here we go. Collard's going to try it again. Dennis needs to hang it out on the outside there. He's not going to get it done. And it's going to be Collard moving up into fourth place. Dennis is going to slot down into P5 here as we're coming out of Lacombe as we're heading into Brussels. Let's see what happens. Ooh, it's getting spicy. It's getting spicy, chat. Collard in fourth place. Dennis in fifth. Can he get enough room closed back up through the final half of this middle part of the racetrack to try and make a move heading into that final chicane as we come through Blochemont? We'll have to wait and find out, ladies and gentlemen, but absolutely trying to send it right now as we're coming through Poulon, and Dennis just not able to close that gap. He's out of slipstream range here right now. He needs to be in about 0.8 of a second to have a shot at getting that slipstream to get that easy pull. So let's see what happens here as we're coming through the S's. Whew. This is intense, chat. Oh, our race leader here, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to come around, and it is going to be a great race here by Stefan. We got to make sure we get it. Ooh, he's going to bring it sideways around the chicane here, the first part. Second part, he's going to get it nice and clean. And you can see he's quite happy here, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be a first place for Stefan, and SRT is going to come around here as well, ladies and gentlemen. Here, this is going to be a second place finish for SRT in his first one of the season as well. Congratulations to him in this battle. Oh, this battle has just been absolutely crazy here so far. It's going to be third place to Nick, fourth place to Collard, and Dennis is going to finish in fifth place, losing out right at the end of the day there. We're going to have Darth Prince coming in sixth, and Fugar Philantis coming in seventh as well. Great job to them. We got Jodo just in behind. He's going to swing it around. Oh, we got somebody going sideways at the back there. It looked like Jim Dunny, and I think there might have been contact. Keytops is going to give him the spot back. Great job to those two drivers as well. That's going to leave lead coming around for a P11 finish here in our feature race. So, ooh, it's been spicy. Amir coming in with that thumbs up. We see you, my guy. We appreciate you. It's going to be lead here to finish this thing in P11, and we're going to go and send it off with our feature here today. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. There's still more to come. We have a 7-lap sprint race to follow this up with as well, and it's going to be Ted Trax Racing coming in 12th place here today, but he's still going to bring this thing home as we're just coming out of Blochemont here right now, heading into Blochemont, I'm not sure how to say that properly, and he's going to come through here right now, and he's just got to run through the chicane here now. It's going to be a 12th place finish. Tough finish here for Ted Trax Racing today. Well done, Stefan. Amazing performance. That was a great performance there by Stefan. Great race there. Very dominant race. Ooh, and almost getting it wrong on the exit there, but he's going to bring it home here. And P12 finish here for our Ted Trax Racing, ladies and gentlemen. So there we have it. That was some pretty fun racing right there, I gotta say. Congratulations again to well, Trineski, it says here on the screen, but to Stefan on screen, of course, during the race, ladies and gentlemen. So absolutely great finish there by that driver. We're just going to do a little savey. Let's go take a look at the results here. So it is Stefan with the win and fastest lap on track. SRT in second, Nick in third, Collard in fourth, Dennis in fifth, Darth Prince in sixth, Philantis in seventh, Giotto in eighth place. We've got Jim Dunny in ninth. We've got Keytops in 10th. We've got Lead in 11th, and Ted Trax Racing rounding out the field here for our feature event in 12th place. So what happens next? Driver's going to get a chance to save those replays. Going to set up a new lobby. the host, is going to set the grid. So what's going to happen is the top 10 drivers are going to get reversed to start this race. It's going to be a grid start with full start check. It's going to be no tire wear. It's going to be 1 times fuel. It's going to be full send it for 7 laps around Spa. This one should be a little bit of a different race. This one should be a little more interesting. It's going to be a little bit more intense. It's going to be guys pushing a lot harder, a lot quicker. So there we go. We're just going to see the lobby get reset right here, right now in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. So while that's happening, let's head back over and let's talk about Spa just a little bit. All right, so as we were talking about on the track map in front of you here, all right, La Source, let's talk about La Source turn 1. La Source is a great spot for passing. It's a lot tighter than it looks and incredibly easy to run wide on exit. Drivers need to exercise throttle control when getting back on the power. So that takes us to Arouge and already on. Note number 2, Arouge has varied grip levels through the sections of the track thanks to the elevation changes. Grip levels will also change as tires wear takes its toll on the race goes on. In the event of rain, this section will be even more challenging. That takes us up the long run of Kemmel Straight. Note 3, the longest straight of Spa is that Kemmel Straight. It is 0.47 miles, 750 meters long. And from our Radion to Lacombe is 0.66 miles, just a hair over 1,000 meters. That takes us through the Combe and into Brussels. Note number 4, entry into Brussels is a downhill grade. This turn has plenty of run-out room, and if it is needed. So that's about midway point through the track at Brussels. And note number 4 on the right-hand top side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, we keep going around there. That takes us into note number 5, turns 11 and 12, Pouan. And the approach to Pouan is a downhill grade. Drivers need to be mindful of the speed or they could overshoot the turn. That takes us into Campus, turns 13 and 14. Turns 13 gives opportunity for passing. However, if a driver is not able to complete the pass before turn 14, then the defending driver has the inside line. And that takes us in through Stave Lot, taking us to the Paul Frere curve. And that's note number 7 right at the bottom of the screen, right above the word course at the bottom of the map. Note number 7, drivers will try to gather as much speed as possible on the exit. The rumble strip at the exit can unbalance the car. Drivers will have to assess risk versus reward. And our final corners, of course, Blanchimont 18 and then 19 and 20. Turn 18 is a high-speed turn with a tarmac runout. However, the tarmac can be a little slippery on that painted surface. And our final note, of course, the chicane, ladies and gentlemen. The chicane will force our drivers to slow down and navigate before getting back on the power. Getting wheel spin is really easy to do. The drivers need to use discipline to maintain the car control on exit. This is a large-speed technical circuit that has hosted everything from F1 to endurance races over the years. The long 7+ kilometer racetrack utilizes the mountainous environment. The track is praised by many racing drivers for being the most challenging in the world. And that's a little bit about Circuit de Spa, ladies and gentlemen, the full circuit. So let's go. Let's see what's happening here. All right, so the drivers are just checking in. So just wanted to talk a little bit about Spa again. Huge compliments to Miss Devious, our track map maker here, GT45 Gaming. They look absolutely amazing, incredible as always. So we see a picture of Rouge right now and Loradion on the screen in front of us. And yeah, it's a tough racetrack, but you know it's a fun racetrack. If you're a racer, it's a racer's racetrack, 100p. So huge congratulations again to our top 3. Stefan, SRT, and Nick there. That was some great racing in that 13 race finale. And boy, oh boy, that was hot enough, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys got your ACs on. I hope you got your fans running at home because this sprint race is going to be even hotter. So let's get ready to do some more racing, folks. Alright, so we're just letting everybody get sorted in here. So what's going to happen now is our host will set this grid manually. So first will be 10th, 10th will be first, second will be 9th, 9th will be second, third will be 8th, 8th will be third, so on and so forth all the way through the top 10. And then we go racing again. All out, full send, 7 laps around Spa to finish off Round 1 of the WSR Porsche Cup Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. Again, massive love to WSR Porsche Cup, all the teams, and see everything that happens behind the scenes. It's a big undertaking to get this amazing series underway, and they have done an absolutely amazing job. Stay tuned for more great things coming from WSR Porsche Cup as we move forward throughout our third season here. We appreciate you. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. We appreciate you for tuning in. So, we have a couple of seconds here. Let's try to catch up while we can. Let's get through some alerts here on the stream. We have Kilt coming in with, looks like 7 shares. Legend, appreciate that extra support. And the like, we got Paymate coming in with the like. Ban coming in with that like. And Anthony coming in with the like and the share. Much love, dude. Appreciate that extra support. And Amir coming in with that like as well. It's a little quiet out there tonight. What's going on, everybody? Catch up on some of these comments. Albeit levels are good. What's going on here? Alright. So I hope everything's been looking and sounding good, ladies and gentlemen. We have just a little waiting period here, so just bear with. Just bear with. What's good? How's everybody been liking the Porsche Cup so far? You know, it's always tough in the first, I would say, 2 to 3 rounds of any season. Not that these drivers are necessarily unfamiliar with each other. It's just getting a handle on the car, getting a handle on the conditions, getting a handle on the competition, seeing where your rivals and your friends and your foes and your competition is at pace compared to last season. Seeing that transition, just getting a feel for it, seeing what kind of season it's going to be. Is it going to be a good, paint swap and tire rubbing kind of season, or is it going to be a really quick and decisive kind of passing, moving season? It's really hard to say. It takes 2 or 3 rounds for that really to kind of settle into play as these drivers, again, just assess each other here for the first couple rounds on the racetrack. Search for those weaknesses and strengths from each driver with the particular car maybe, or look for some tendencies that driver may have with the car. As the season starts to lock in and dial in, the practice routines become more regular and efficient and all these things. So throughout the series, we're just going to continue to see just more tighter and tighter racing. I mean, that was already some pretty tight racing for those 12 drivers in the field. We've seen a couple early on mistakes mainly made up, and sorry, I'm just catching up on what's going on here. Don't mind me, chat. Don't mind me. We're just doing a little bit of light reading. All right. So, normally we do expect to see podium interviews, obviously, from GT45 Gaming. That's something that we do quite regularly here. Alright. Just catching up, chat. I apologize about the pause. Apparently I can't multitask today. What can I say? Alright. I think I see what I need to see. So, we're just waiting. It takes a little bit of while to set the grids too. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. So, it looks like the majority of our grid is going to be here for the sprint race. So we're going to see a couple of drivers that missed the start of the race. The feature, they're going to come in here to the sprint and at least get some points put in on the board here for round 1. So looks like 14 of our 15 drivers now clocked in here, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to make it even better sprint race in my opinion. 7 laps around Spa is what we're going to see. Again, there is no tire wear, so these drivers aren't going to have to change tires. They're just going to send this thing. It is ×1 fuel consumption, so fuel is obviously not going to be an issue for the race, but it will just make these cars a bit lighter as they go around towards near the end of the race as well, which should make them essentially a little bit faster. So what can we see from sprint racing? We're going to see some battles. We're probably going to see some heartbreaks. And at the end of the day, we're going to see a winner. And we're going to see the rest of the field coming in behind that winner. So it's WSR Porsche Cup Season 3 Round 1 live in your living room. Sprint race coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Hope we're all doing well. These will be going into the WSR YouTube as well here in the future. We just haven't got that set up quite yet. But we're definitely going to upload this guy for everybody to watch over there on WSR YouTube channel, as well as we are, of course, recording the stream as it was broadcast live. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it back going. It is time to go racing. Ladies and gentlemen, kick them tires, light them fires. Boys and girls, let's go racing. And we're waiting for those lights to go green. Are we ready? You can hear them going red. 5 reds, and we're green, we're green, we're green, and we are off, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go again. Keytop's leading the way in the sprint race here, 7 laps around Spa, and it is going to be full send, full intense. Ooh, and the Keytop's getting a little bit wrong out of the source, and is he going to bottle up the field? No, gets a great handle on that car, and it's going to be Jodo out in the race lead. Here's Keytop's in second place, so Jodo the big winner there with that little bit of a slide from Keytop's. We're going through Ardouche and Lauradion for the first time here. Jodo leading the way. Darth Prince sitting there in P3, just in behind Keytop's as well. Let's keep going through the field. We got SRT, and he's already made his way back up through that field. He is looking for a move on the inside of Darth Prince coming into Lacombe. He's looking for a 2 here. They're going to go 3 wide going in. Is SRT going to back? He's going to back off. He's just going to settle in behind. Keytop's going to keep it in P4. So here we go. We're going to do it all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeehaw. 4th right there, 5th, 6th right there, 2x2 going into oh, I forgot the corner name already. Look at me go. If we got Stefan in 6th place, so he's starting to make his way through the field. Flantis down into 7th. We got Nick in 8th. We've got Dennis in 9th. We've got Dunny in 10th. We've got MB Driver on the grid here in 11th. We've got Ted Trax in 12th. We've got Lead in 13th. So Jodo leading the way here in the sprint race on lap 1. Let's get you guys some information here so you can see what is going on. And in this case, we can show it all this time. So let's show it all. All right. Jodo here in first place as he's coming around out of... I'm having a mental, really full out brain fart here right now. Anyways, we're heading into the Paul Frere curve. That much we remember. So Darth Prince here in 2nd. We got Keytop's now down in the 3rd. SRT still in 4th. Pressing it. Look at this in behind. Then we got Flantis up in the 5th. We got Collard in 6th. We've got Nick in 7th, and he is under fire. We got 1 car wide. Ooh, is he going to make it? He's going to make it. He's going to be dusty, dirty tires. It's going to be hard for him to make this corner. We got Dennis in 8th as we're coming into Blochemont. Ooh, 1 driver getting out into the grease there. He's going to hold it together. Nick is going to have some dirty tires. We are 3 wide coming into the chicane, 2 deep. And here we go. Look at that group of cars coming through there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely just insane driving we're seeing here, right? Oh, and sideways is coming out of there. His caller that's going to give Dennis and Stefan both a run. Stefan is just caught in the middle of this right now, and he just wants to try and get through and capitalize on that race win. Got Dennis here in 7th. We got Stefan in 8th. And look at these battles. We're coming through the source. We got a driver, and it looked like Keytops there didn't get the greatest run in 3rd place, and he's going to be under fire here now as SRT has moved up into, I believe, 3rd. No, SRT's got Keytops under fire though as we're coming up into Ardouche and Lauradion. Darth Prince is in 2nd, so here we go. 3-way battle up here. Keeping our eye on this as well as we're coming into Lacombe now. Here we go, the run up to Kemmel Straight. Which one of these 3 drivers is going to take that inside line? It is going to be Keytops. SRT is going to try and follow him through here. Let's see if it's going to be 1 position lost or 2. And oh, hit that batten on the inside of the curb. And you can see how much that car reacted. Just immediately slowed down SRT in behind. And that's going to kill his run for a potential 3rd place. Keytop's going to move it up to the 2nd. Darth down, drop down into 3rd. SRT in the 4th. Stefan now in 5th place and chasing. We got Collard here in 6th. And look at this mid-pack. They are just nose to tail as we're going through here. Ooh, Stefan with a little bit of lag there as he's getting closer to these drivers. So drivers got to navigate a little bit of this and that here. We got Dennis in 7th, and it's just nose to tail racing here as we're coming through the middle sector of Spa, ladies and gentlemen. We got Flantis in 8th. We got MB Driver, in 9th. We've got Nick in 10th, our 3rd place finisher from the last race there. We got Jim Dunny here in 11th. We got Lead in 12th. We got Ted Trax in 13th. So it is Jodo leading the way here. He's got the 2.5 second gap coming around here as we're getting ready to start lap 13 pretty soon. And we're just coming out of Kamsa? I think that's Kamsa. I know, Chad, I know. I'm so worried about corner names all the time. We'll get them figured out. It's Jodo here as he's coming around. We're heading towards Blochemont now up the Paul Frere curve. Keytops is still holding 2nd place here, so there we go. Battle for 3rd place here as SRT's looking inside, coming into Beauchamp. Blochemal. I keep butchering it. I apologize to my French friends out there. Here in third place, we got Darth Prince in fourth. We've got Stefan here in fifth, and he's just chilling right there. He's just closing up the gap bit by bit. Collard here in sixth place. Ooh, and again, sideways. Dennis sideways right in behind him as well. We got Flantis here in eighth place. Driver still in ninth. Lead up into 10th now, so he's taking advantage. Nick down to 11th. Ted Track up into 12th. And I'm not sure what's happened to Jim, but down into P13 here, so little mistakes costing these drivers here. We got Jodo in the lead, 3.1 seconds. Good gain through the source there as we're on lap 3 of 7, ladies and gentlemen. 5 to go. Here we go. Keytop's in second place as we're heading up. Arduge until already on. Ooh, might pick up the penalty there. Might have got a little too much curb cut there, so let's see what happens as we're heading up the Kemmel Straight. You usually get that penalty somewhere right about here. And looks like they're going to let him get away with it here this time, so very, very fortunate. SRT in third place, starting to close in, but not quite enough there as we come into Lacombe. So we're going to come out of Lacombe and into Brussels here, and SRT is going to be currently hitting in third. We got a battle for fourth place here. Stefan's now taking a look, and he's going to put Darth Prince there back into P5, but Darth Prince looking to respond here as we come into Brussels. He's on that inside line, side by side up ahead. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle there is under braking. This is some great battling here between him and Stefan is currently right now, but Stefan's got the inside line. Is he going to be able to hold it? Yes, as we're coming into Pouan, so here we go. Great job there by Stefan, and coming into Pouan, he's got it in fourth place, but he is under fire from Prince, Collard, Dennis, 6th, 7th, and 8th place. Phalantis right there as well, just off in the distance. We got Driver here in 9th. We've got Lead in 10th here, and he's under fire from Nick. We've got Ted Trax here, and he is trying to make up that time. We got Jim here in 13th. So right now it's Jodo, and he is flying up the road. Fastest man on the racetrack again, though, is Stefan, 2:14.925, ladies and gentlemen. Key Tops here in second place. We got SRT here in third. We've got Stefan in fourth place. 2.8 seconds is that gap to that podium. Can he make it? He has time. Lots of time here still. Collard in fifth place. We got Darth Prince just in behind, and he's got Dennis chasing in seventh. We're going to see a good healthy battle. These guys battle really healthily in the feature. You can see Phalantis right there just coming in the background as well in eighth place. So here we go. These guys are still flying down the road right now, and it's been, for the most part, pretty tidy racing as far as cautions go here so far in round one. Early on caution with Ted Track racing in the feature there as he got spun. Found himself facing the wrong direction out of the chicane there. I believe at the end of lap 2 it was. Other than that, we haven't seen anything too crazy anyways. Jodo in the lead with Keytop still in second. We got SRT still holding down that third place position right now. We got Collard here in fifth, with Darth in sixth, and Dennis in seventh. So Stefan in fourth place here. Maybe some pressure. Let's go check it out. We got a little bit of battle here between Darth and Collard here again. These two have been battling pretty much this whole sprint race here so far. So let's see if we're going to see it here coming into Lacombe. Ooh, a little bit of a bat hit there by, of course, Collard as well. That does slow these cars down, so you can't take too much curb there. You're going to lose a little bit of speed. We got Dennis there, big exit there as he's heading into Brussels. And looking to gain a little bit of time through there. Phalantis here in 8th with MB Driver in 9th. We've got Lead in 10th. We've got Nick in 11th. Ted here in 12th. And Jim in 13th. So Jodo still in the way. And oh boy, that is not what you want to do as you're coming through Pouan. And that is going to cost him the race lead here potentially. He is going to have to defend now as we're coming in through the S's here. Coming into campus, and it is now a three-way battle for the lead between Keytops, SRT, and Jodo. And boy, oh boy, are these batting. Oh, and another mistake. The pressure getting to him. A few mistakes. He's still got that lead. He's defending on the inside line. He's got SRT trying to follow him through, trying to get that second place on Keytops. And this is a healthy three-way battle for the lead here right now as we're coming through onto the Paul Fryer curve. It's still Jodo somehow in the lead. SRT got into second place. Keytops down in the third. And Stefan going, boys, battle it out. I'm coming. I'm a-coming. So here we go. Fourth place driver closing in very quickly. Going to be a four-way battle as we come through Blochemal. And here we go. Let's get in with SRT, our second place driver, as he is going on the defense. He's going to also go on the offense at the same time. Side by side coming into the chicane. A little bit of a touch between the two drivers. One driver going sideways, and the accordion effect takes place. Stefan's going to just make sure that position maintains it. This has now become very quickly a six-way battle for the lead. Side by side coming into the La Source is Collard and Stefan. Is he going to be able able to hold it through the source. He should on that inside line, but you can get a good exit on the outside if you get it just right. Let's see which one of them gets better. It's going to be Stefan here in third place, chased by Collard Keytops all the way down into P5 here. So big loser there. 3 positions from second to fifth place here in that little battle. That's going to put Darth Prince right on his rear bumper. Dennis is now right here. 7-way battle very quickly here, developing for the lead. Lap 5 and 7, 3 to go. Phalantis here in 8th place. MB Driver in 9th. We've got Nick in 10th place. We've got Lead in 11th. I was confused. Ted Tracks here in 12th. We got Jim in 13th. And boy, the commentator, these boys are keeping me on the edge of my seat in this booth. I don't know if there's going to be anything left in this seat by the time this race is done, but it is Jodo in the lead, and he is under fire from SRT there in second place. Stefan now in third. He's defending from Collard and Keytops in 4th and 5th place. 6th and 7th place, just a second behind those two, trying to close the gap back up. Very healthy battle, back up in the lead, and all it takes is a mistake, and we've just seen that from a race leader a lap ago, and look at how quickly this race has changed. It is Jodo, and he is in a fight for his life. He's got that half-second penalty. Eventually, he's going to have to give way here to SRT, as he's going to have to serve that penalty across that penalty line, and that's going to give position 1 to SRT here, getting near the end of our race. So we've seen that half-second penalty cost the driver in the feature almost a second, all said and done, so we expect to see the same thing here. SRT doesn't need to push the matter here, but if he can get around him before the penalty serving zone, even better, gives him a bigger gap. But it looks like SRT is just going to play it smart here. He's just going to follow him through, and as we come into the John Frere curve, he's just going to let him serve that penalty and get ready to go around him. So here we go, battle for the lead. SRT going to take the lead. Stefan looking like he's going to move up into second place, and that is the case. So that's going to put Jodo down into P3. So P1 to P3, and under pressure from our 4th place driver Collard here as we're coming into the chicane. He didn't get the car quite slowed down under braking. Keytops took a look. This is just a mess as we're coming out. So much pressure. Guys sideways coming out on the exit, trying to gain every little bit of power they can, and Keytops is going to lose that position to Darth Prince there, and he's going to drop it down to P6. So Keytops is on the wrong direction in the grid here currently. SRT now in the lead. Stefan putting on the pressure. We have 2 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jodo in 3rd place, and that was just an absolutely nightmare couple laps for Jodo there. Collard here in 4th place. We got Keytops in 5th, and look at this battle in behind with Darth Prince and Dennis now involved here as well. Enough patient driving and getting in there. He is battle rejuvenated. 7-way battle here up in the front half of this field right now. This is fantastic racing. You see Key's going to break that slip, and he's going to give that position on the inside to Collard. So, or are we going to go 3 wide? No, penalty being served there by Collard, and it's going to be Dennis slipping through there, and it's going to be a 2 for Dennis. He's going to move up 2 positions and find himself in P5, now defending on Keytops. And Keytops, this guy has been fighting tooth and nail in the sprint race, and he just can't seem to gain an inch here in this race today. We have 7th place Darth Prince. We got Phalantis in 8th, and he's under pressure from MB Driver here in 9th place. Nick is right there in 10th. We have battles all over this racetrack, chat. Whew. All right. Let's get back up front. Let's see what's happening here. SRT in 1st place. Stefan in 2nd. Battle for 3rd and 4th. They're just in behind between Collard and Jodo. And Collard is going to get the job done. It's P3 for Collard coming out of Pouon. And Jodo now moving the wrong way down the grid here as well. 4th place for him. Dennis trying to close in. Keytops and Darth are in behind 6th and 7th. Battling as you see Darth swinging back and forth, deciding which way he's going to try and go around Keytops, getting some fresh air in that car. Keytops defending well, managing to keep 6th place from Darth Prince currently. Phalantis here, he's now defending from MB Driver, and Nick here as well. He's looking for a little bit of battling between our 9th and 10th place driver, trying to get just a little bit of breathing room there. A lead in 11th. We got Ted Tracks in 12th. We got Jim in 13th. But man, SRT so far is leading the way and benefiting just a couple of mistakes made by the leader there, and he's finding himself up front. But that race winner from the feature is very close and hot on his heels. 2nd place driver from the feature, SRT, leading the way here as we're coming to start our final lap here, ladies and gentlemen, of the sprint race here today, and our final lap of Season 3 Round 1 WSR Porsche Cup. So here we go. SRT is going to take us around into La Source. Battle for 4th and 5th place in behind. Stefan in 2nd, coming around. 3rd place is Jodo. He's now back on the podium. Collard battling for 4th place with Dennis. Dennis and him side by side. We're going to come up through Rouge already on. Are we going to see it side by side? No, Dennis is going to tuck it back in behind. He's going to wait. We're going to stick with this. We're going to see this happen at the end of the Campbell Straight, heading up into Lacombe. So let's get to see it. Let's see it. Ooh, not the greatest run from Jodo, it looks like, up in front of these two either. We got Keytops battling with Dart there. Keytops giving that position away. Dart now moving up into 6th place. Keytop dropping down into P7 and behind these drivers as well. No matter where we look, somebody is fighting right now on this racetrack. Let's get back in front. It's SRT, 0.6 seconds on Stefan here. Boy, Stefan is really starting to try and put the pressure on here as we come into Brussels. We definitely got to stick with this front two here too as well. Make sure we don't miss anything happening for the race lead here. Half a lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, this is an intense sprint race, and I knew it would be. Here we go. Stefan in 2nd place. Jodo in 3rd. Just a little bit of a gap there, and he has a fight on his hands for that final podium spot here in this sprint race as well. But SRT is flying as we're coming through Poulan here, and here he goes. Gonna stick it over to the left side. Wants to get just a perfect apex here. Get lots of roll and acceleration coming out of the corner. Same thing, a little let off here. Roll it through this corner. A little patient on the throttle here. Get too deep. Gonna hit that artificial. Might put you sideways. Gonna get all that curb. Early power. Send this thing around. Full send if you can around here. Make this thing stick to that curbing as we're hitting to the John Frere curve. And we're not going to leave this. We're going to stick with our race leader here as we're coming around. I know there's battles happening in behind, ladies and gentlemen, but anything can happen between these two. A little bit of slipstream changes everything here between these two drivers as we're heading around Blanchimont right now. And we're heading into the chicane for the final time here today in round 1, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, it's SRT leading the way. He's going to come around. He's just got to keep it together, get a great exit, and it's going to be SRT for the win with Stefan very close behind chasing. It's going to be 1st place SRT, 2nd place Stefan. We got Jodo in 3rd place right behind. That's going to be Dennis in 4th. It's going to be Collard in 5th. It's going to be Darth in 6th place. It's going to be Keytops in 7th, and he's under fire from MB Driver. Coming through here now is Lead in 9th place, and he's very closely followed behind by Nick as well. Great job by our top 10. Oh, Phalantis making a mistake there. He got it wrong. Does he have time to get that thing narrowed back around and get it across the finish line before Ted Trax catches up to him here? Here we go. He's getting it back around. Oh, and the timer is going to run out, and that is a race finish, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely incredible stuff here from these drivers. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to SRT, Stefan, and Jodo for their podium finishes in the sprint race. Again, ladies and gentlemen, there's not going to be podiums here today. I just had to see the process, see what kind of time we have in between the races, all that stuff. Round 2, we will definitely have some interviews for everybody here for our Pro-Am division, as well as we will set that up in between the rounds. So unofficially, ladies and gentlemen, it's SRT with the race win here in the sprint. It's Stefan in 2nd place, followed closely behind by Jodo in 3rd, with F1 Dennis in 4th, Collard in 5th. Darts Prince in 6th, Keytops in 7th, MB Driver in 8th. We move down into the other part of our our finishing results, pardon me, with a Lead in 9th place, Nick in 10th, Phalantis in 11th, Ted Trax Racing in 12th place, and Jim Dunny rounding out our field here today. Absolutely great job by all the drivers here today at WSR Porsche Cup Season 3 Round 1. That was some great stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, that was intense. You can't take your eyes off the action for a second. That's what we learned today. To the drivers out on track today, GG. That was some great racing. And I know that that is only going to get tighter and tighter and faster as the season progresses. Season 3, Round 1 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Wow. What can we say? Much love. And of course, to all the volunteers here at Spa, to all the track officials, to everybody coming out to watch our drivers race here today. We appreciate y'all. To the team, the staff, right down to the graphic designers, right down to the streamers, to the racers, and everybody involved, the stewarding staff here at WSR Porsche Cup. Thank you for everything you do. Great job getting the season underway, and it was an absolutely amazing set of races here in Split 2 Pro-Am division, ladies and gentlemen. I could only imagine what that top split looked like there. That is being streamed by Prima Dean, ladies and gentlemen, Prima Dino. That's right, you heard me correctly. World Tour driver taking care of that pro division there over on his Twitch channel. So stay tuned. We'll let you guys know where to find all these streams for all these divisions. It was some great racing all across the board here this weekend from WSR Porsche Cup. What else can I say, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, I'm sweating. What an absolutely crazy time. We might have tipped our chair over there getting so excited at that sprint race. Well, that was crazy. That was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers are absolutely going to send it throughout the rest of the season. So we're just going to go take a little peek at our schedule here, and we're going to let you guys, gals, boys and girls, know when round 2 is coming, so you can make sure that you catch all the racing action here from WSR Porsche Cup and GT45 Gaming. So round 2, ladies and gentlemen, will be April 2nd at Barcelona de Catalunya. No chicane. That's going to be a fun one. Great racing racetrack right there. Round 2, April 2nd. We're heading to Spain. So, what's going to happen now? The drivers going to load them cars up in the trucks. Going to take them to their cargo planes. They're going to load up their gear. They're going to head home, spend some time with their families. And about 10 days before race day, they're going to head down to Spain. They're going to put these Porsches on the track. They're going to test. They're going to tune. And they're going to dial them in. And we're going to go racing from WSR Porsche Cup. What do you think, chat? What do you think? That was alright. That was alright, right? It's pretty good racing on track, hey? GG's to these guys. Absolutely world-class drivers. To the viewers, fans coming out today, appreciate you as always. Likes, shares, comments. Can't do it without you. We wouldn't do it without you. So why we do it? It's fun. It's hype sauce. The drivers get excited to come out and race for you fans. Next week, podium interviews will be in play. We see the system. We're in the loop now. We'll get it all set up so you can hear from these drivers in between the races from WSR Porsche Cup Pro-Am Division. Round 1, Spa. Some great racing here today. It's been a privilege. I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. Let's catch up on chat. Vladimir coming in with the rocket ships. Fire sprint, says Larry. Good race, says Vladimir. Absolutely. I feel like we're not getting everything coming through. We had Cody come in with that thumbs up. Paul with the heart as well. So what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to send this over to WSR Porsche Cups Gurus. They're going to upload this to their YouTube channel. Round 2 should be live and hot on that WSR Porsche Cup channel as well. So, appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the commentary. Let me know. Feedback's important. Please do let the WSR official knows what you guys thought. Any changes you might like to see. Again, it's only going to get bigger, badder, and better as the season progresses, ladies and gentlemen. Can I say, that's some great racing from this Pro-Am lobby. Fastest Pro-Am lobby I've ever been fortunate enough to take part of and commentate as a broadcaster. So, remember, folks, you all matter. And we'll see you all next time here from WSR Porsche Cup. 3 weeks away. We appreciate you. Hope you all enjoyed the time. Enjoy the beats on the way out. See y'all soon.